Hello everybody, my name is Yaman Shaban. I am an education specialist by DS Universal, and today I would like to show you the procedure how to stain and glaze a CEREC Tessera crown and the differences between the spray glaze and the normal glaze. After designing and nesting the crown, we now need to check which shade is needed and which one we are going to choose. The milling process takes around 10 minutes to grind out the crown, either with a prime mill or with the CEREC MC-XL. As we can see, there is a variety of Tessera block shades, and this shades has also different level of fluorescency. To compare the shades, I placed certain HTML object near to the Tessera blocks to see it under the ultraviolet light. This is now an ultraviolet light, which we call it a UV light, and such lights has a wavelength of approximately 400 nanometers, which is necessary to visualize the reflection of fluorescency. Now let's check the fluorescency under the UV light and compare the CEREC Tessera to the certain HTML on the left hand side, and visualize that the lighter shades has more fluorescency than the darker shades. So after milling the crowns, as we see, we have on the right hand side the lighter one and on the left hand side the darker one. Even under the UV light, we can see that on the lighter shades we have more fluorescency than the darker one on the left hand side. Well, let's now spray the crown with less fluorescency, and therefore we're going to use one of these two spray bottles. We have the Universal Spray Glaze Flu and the Universal Spray Glaze. The Flu means we have more fluorescency, that's why we're going to use it in this case. To start spray the glaze and get a homogeneous result, I need to make sure that the bottle has been shaken for at least 20 seconds. Then I will start spraying on one point and turn the crown in circle. And now, after finishing the spray, I would like to check if the surface has been sprayed well, and therefore I would like to give you as a tip the UV light again to check if the surface has been sprayed well and homogeneous. Now I will remove the crown from the die and place it on the honeycomb to start the firing cycle. So now, after finishing the firing cycle, let's check the crown, and the glaze looks very well, and as you see, it's very shiny. And now to see the difference between a glazed crown with a high flu glaze and the other crown which has the same shade but not glazed, only milled. As we can see on the right hand side, the crown has more fluorescency. Let's check and see what is the difference between the Universal Spray Glaze Flu and the Universal Spray Glaze. The Universal Spray Glaze Flu includes fluorescency. That means for increasing any range of fluorescency, I need to use the Universal Spray Glaze Flu. But the Universal Spray Glaze does not include any fluorescency, so it can be used on a full monolithic crowns made out of bleach or lighter shades of CEREC Tessera, or it can also be used for ceramic layered crowns. Now, as we see in this picture, 3 crowns. The left one is only milled, the middle one is only sprayed with a normal spray, and the right one is with a high flu spray. And of course, it depends about the case I'm doing and the patient teeth I'm making. If the patient has like a high fluorescent teeth, so I have to use the high flu one. If we have a normal fluorescency, so I can go for the normal spray glaze. So how does natural teeth look under the UV light? If we switch on the light, we can see that lighter shades has more fluorescency than darker shades. And darker shades, of course, they have a little bit different fluorescency than the lighter shades. But in this case, we did the right hand side crown very similar to the natural tooth on the left hand side. Now, how can I get the same fluorescency with the DS Universal Stain Glaze? If we check the stains under the UV light, we can see that all stains what are appearing here are already fluorescent, and that helped a lot begin the fluorescency with the first steps. But only the stains are not enough to get the right fluorescency. We need some additional materials. These two bottles are the DS Universal Paste Over Glaze, and the difference between them is the high fluorescent one has of course more fluorescency than the normal overglaze. To get a very good result, we need to increase the fluorescency a little bit more to get very similar to the natural tooth. And this we can reach it through using the high fluorescent paste glaze. With this, I would like to thank you and wish you best of luck. I hope you enjoy my video. See you next time.